might as well go ahead and get started. Looks like the stream has loaded in sufficiently. Do a quick mic check, make sure audio input capture is working. Seems to be, although the computer seems to be stuttering a little bit. Let's see if we can close a few applications and get it to run correctly here. Close that. All right, yeah, seems to be working better. It's definitely doing what it's supposed to now. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. We are doing the vertical format, so we should be popping up in the YouTube Shorts feed for you guys. It's probably how you found the stream so quickly. Welcome. We're shiny hunting Jirachi today. We have 642 encounters, 51 hours invested in this shiny Pokemon. Obviously, it still has yet to shine, but that is not a deterrent. While that thing's doing its stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and get the Wii started up for the bonus disc Jirachi. VRZs and Relapse, welcome. Relapse, it has been several minutes since I last chatted with you. How have you been? The big fan is here. VRZ's TV, welcome. Speaking of being big fans, make sure to like the video so that it can be spread around YouTube a little bit easier. That would be greatly appreciated, especially early on in the stream. If you guys are new to the channel, smash that sub button. We will be shiny hunting Jirachi for quite a long time, so the content, at the very least, is going to be consistent. Dreadfully consistent, I should add. But that's okay. The odds of this are 1 out of every 7,282 is going to be shiny. A lot of encounters to go through. A lot of time going to be spent on this. So smash that like button so more people that love Jirachi can find this video. Like goal of 20 to start off the stream. All right, now that that's done, we're going to check the Wii, make sure that it is ready to give us our Jirachi. And we're going to reset, go back to the Game Boy. You're busy with your Origin decks? Nice. I am supportive of living dexes, national dexes, any dex completion. And I've been doing good, Relapse. Struggling through a class, Java coding class right now, but we're making progress. So I got 6 weeks left. 3 of those will be working on a final, so shouldn't be too crazy after that. Be having some nice downtime with the family before baby arrives the 2nd week of June, maybe the 1st. We'll find out later. But we do have a baby number 2 on its way to grace us with its presence. We're pretty excited about that. There will be a new baby coin. Current baby coin will be upgraded to copper coin, as Arsenon has deemed and called him. So baby coin will be referred to as the youngest, whereas copper coin will be the eldest. Thanks, Relapse. Thanks, VRZs. Yeah, we're really excited. So far, everything seems to be going good. We're more prepared than we were for the first. And that is saying something, because we were pretty prepared for the first. So, all good things. Still have no idea what we're going to name him yet, but it is a little boy. Going 2 for 2 on the boys, which is cool. But yeah. Other than that, we're making more encounters on Jirachi a little bit faster these days, so that's also exciting. We're picking up the pace, getting into a groove, a routine. I am hitting about 2 to 3 minute resets on average across the streams, so that's worlds from 10 minutes per encounter that I was doing for the first 80 encounters. That was absolutely dreadful. I don't think I'll be looking at doing RNG manipulation for this until I hit full odds at least once, but I have been asked about RNG manipulation. With this, I just feel like it's going to be way difficult, and I'm not skilled enough in RNG manips to do it. Yeah, school's been harder than I anticipated it being in that vein, so but we are struggling through. So far I am passing. I have like a 96% in that class, so doing decently well with that. You found out how to do all this in emulator, so you'll soon be shiny hunting the Jirachi. That's pretty awesome. I myself cannot bring myself to do this hunt via emulation. Just doesn't feel right. But that's because it's the shiny hunter in me. Like, I am doing this as legit as possible, and since the save manipulation glitch is a hardware issue and a software issue, I think it counts. Also, for those that are wondering how long the stream will be, we are doing a Baby Coin nap time stream. So as long as Baby Coin is napping, I will be streaming. He had lunch, he went down about 12:30, so he should be good to nap for a while yet. We're hoping to get 2 hours, so 2:30 my time would be ideal. VRZ, my favorite Pokemon is Swampert. Austin, welcome. How are you today, Austin? And then when this Jirachi's done, we'll be doing Manaphy. 2 back-to-back long, ridiculous hunts. One right after the other. Also, looks like somebody just smashed that subscribe button. Thank you. I am doing pretty good, Austin. Can't complain. You're also not a fan of emulation, but also not a fan of spending that much money on Pokemon games and consoles just to hunt one Pokemon. Yeah, not a lot of people have the freedom to do that. It's expensive. Like, the setup for this can easily hit $400. Especially if you're starting from you don't have any of the equipment to needing all of the equipment. Like, the bonus disc is $200. The GameCube is about $100. The game to play on is about $100. And the Game Boy player is about $100. Also, I do not know how many times I saved, so we're going to corrupt again, just to make sure. No, we don't want that. Oh, dang. I didn't mean to do that. Getting sidetracked. Well, I guess it did say it was corrupted, so that should have worked. That may have just dumped all of the saves since I only had the backup save left. Okay. As long as it's corrupt, I think we're good. Baby is good, Austin. He is currently awake, but should be napping. So, as long as he's in there awake, not screaming his head off too bad, he will eventually fall asleep, which just inevitably extends his nap time that he's going to be taking. So, that's all good. Seems to be happy and healthy and getting into everything. Finally got a baby gate to keep him better contained. I'll be installing that on his doorway a little bit later. His toy box that we were using to block him in to get some playtime to himself, he is able to climb over, so it is very ineffective. He's a little smart little cookie. And ridiculously strong. He can climb up onto our couch now. He took a tumble the other day. And has not learned his lesson of don't do that, that hurts. Likes to climb up onto the couch, stand, run around, and jump. And he fell off on his head the other day. Oh yeah, definitely always find a way. If it's something they're not supposed to be doing, they will find a way. We're gonna hope that that save wasn't one too many times. I feel like that might have been the third. Evidently my Wii was not ready to send over the Jirachi just yet. Got my Shadow Groudon in Pokemon Go today. That was pretty cool. Easter stream. Indeed epic. Welcome, Solus. How has your Easter been? You could hang out more, but you're at work. So I'm doing an Easter stream and you're doing an Easter shift. Good luck there, Solus. Lax nature. That's the first time I've noticed it being a lax nature. Yeah, I was kind of wondering how an Easter stream would fare. But also today, I kind of would much rather be playing Pokemon Coliseum right now. Like, there's just a vibe about today that's just like, play Coliseum. Because Coliseum is one of the greatest Pokemon games ever made. But today we'll settle for the bonus disc. Maybe Shiny Jirachi will grace us with its presence. I doubt it, but it is possible. Well, Baby Coin has decided that he's going to kick his crib, so he's definitely not asleep. You can probably hear the banging in the other room. I'm also simultaneously trying to get a shiny Zorua to appear as well. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking down at. Since Zorua can spawn, it's a great time to see if it will spawn. I've probably caught about 300-400 of it. Probably 300. I have a ridiculous amount of candies right now. Oh, I waited too long. Favorite shiny? I am really partial to Obstagoon, not gonna lie. I think just knowing that it's regular is black and white, and it's shiny is two of my favorite colors, and happens to go with my channel vibe pretty well. It's got that pink and blue. I kind of dig it. Which is funny, because I don't much care for Swampert shiny. Favorite shiny legendary? Always gotta go with the Rayquaza. That is a bland shiny, but like, gosh dang if it isn't like sleek, amazing, and just everything a shiny should be. Just green and yellow to black and red, just top tier shiny theming. Rayquaza is your favorite shiny? For obvious reasons, like, it's just a good one. Favorite mythical is a tie between Jirachi and Kubfu. KC caught a brass coin stream during actual living human hours. Indeed, I do that from time to time, but it is rare. Been a little bit more willing to do baby coin nap time streams recently, so we stream for as long as baby coin will lay in his crib for. And then sometimes we get some bonus time out of it if he's like, you know, happily eating snacks and watching cartoons, which he kind of will do a little bit. Galactic Cupcake, we're getting the OG crew in here chatting it up. I love it. I dig it. Welcome to the stream, guys. Smash that like button. Let's get this to the moon and back. got a like goal of 20. I think at this point of time, we've probably hit about 10 or 11. If we're lucky. 12 even. Ooh, very nice. 13. Nailing it. I'm gonna pull this up in analytics and see what happens. The poll seems to be helping a tad with it. That's kind of what I was envisioning and hoping for, gonna be honest. Just a nice reminder to smash the like while you're getting in there. I think it's great. Okay, how do I see? I don't know if I can see. Okay, never mind. We'll go with how we've been doing it. It seems to be working. You just bought the 15-pound community day event just so you can get Marsh Shadow? Honestly, a worthy buy. Can't fault you for dropping some cash on Marshadow. One of the best themed mythical Pokemon. How do people beat legendary Pokemon raids? Can barely win against normal raid Pokemon? Are you not able to battle with a team of 20 people? Because if you're going at it with less than 7 people, you're probably not going to make it. In my area, I am lucky to get a raid of 4 people going. That's why I use spoofers to say I'm in New York. Because, like, I want to play Pokemon Go. I want to participate. I want a fair shake at it, but I don't live in the area for fair shakes, I guess. What would be really cool is living in Texas when Pokemon Go like came out and started gaining popularity, because you could almost do it year round pretty comfortably. That would have been nice. But I live in the middle of nowhere, Idaho, where it's crappy weather 9 months out of the year almost. Good CP doesn't mean it's a good Pokemon. Yeah. It seems to help, but it's not the only factor. I feel like CP more equates to levels than actual stats. Cries in Texas's eternal third world internet situation. Is that where you're from, KC? I feel like we've gone over this, but I am not super great with remembering locations. I mean, I say that, but somebody can show me how to get somewhere one time and I'll remember forever how to get there. But I like going outside, Galactic. I love going out and walking and catching Pokemon. I think it's really cool. Just don't got anywhere to go do it here. You're from Houston. Lived in East Texas most of your life. You are a Texan. Okay. Right on. I spent some time down in Texas. Lived there for a few years. Loved it. Would love to go back one day. I'm currently trying to convince my wife that we could pretty easily afford a house on several acres in West Texas. Unfortunately, there is nothing in West Texas. But I wouldn't mind living in Amarillo. Lubbock's okay. I don't know if I would dig living in Midland that much. Abilene's okay. Abilene's the furthest east in Texas I have spent any significant amount of time in. Apparently somebody was offended that I was bashing on Lubbock because they unsubscribed. On Monday, you're going outside with your mother. You're going to be on your phone to play Pokemon Go. There you go. You can have fun. Hey, VRZs, you have a great one. Oh, yeah, you right, Casey. Your wife is right. Odessa is the pits. Like, Midland's okay. Odessa is Midland, but really terrible. But hey, they got Friday Night Lights, so, you know, for whatever that's worth, pretty good high school football game, like the Super Bowl of high school football. It's a pretty good time. Yeah, I spent like, I think a year, almost a year living in Midland, and it was okay. Not a lot going on. A lot of oil machinery, that's for sure. You think the world is going to end before you defeat a legendary Pokemon raid? Very possible, Galactic. Not gonna lie, it could happen. You hear you a baby coin? Yeah, I think he's in there like either jumping in his crib or singing, but he is supposed to be napping. So he's just extending his nap time, really. And that's okay. I feel the stream is losing subs. But I also know that that's not the reason. I mean, maybe it is, but I think it's the fact that the bots are down more than anything. Which Atmosphere did get an update, so as soon as I'm done with my stream here, I will be spending some time getting the trade bots back up and running. And that is a freaking glorious time. I hate resetting up the bots. They take so long. It used to be like really quick, you know, just like 5 minutes and they're up. Now it takes me like 40 minutes to get all of them up because there's so many of them. Yeah, go ahead. Try to purify your Regirock. Why not? Also, I didn't need to leave. So we're going to save. This is probably, at this point, a 12-minute encounter because of tangents. Purified Pokemon get a +2 boost for every stat. Solid, solid. Probando, welcome. Welcome to the stream. This stream, I hope it's a good stream. It feels like a good stream. I'm digging it. Loving getting some encounters. Unfortunately, we've only done 8 of them. Like, that's pretty sad. Yeah, we're on our way to 20 likes on the video. for whatever reason, the YouTube Shorts isn't pushing the stream as much. But again, I guess it is Sunday, so it's Easter. Maybe less people are actually online today. They're out doing stuff with family, which is totally understandable. Or maybe my channel just does better during the nighttime. Maybe that bald gamer is streaming, so more people are going to the bigger channel. I mean, I probably would myself, to be honest, but... So people find shiny Nundo shadows, but what do they call shenundos? I do not know. I am not the person to ask. I only briefly heard about shundos and hundos the other day. Adding a shiny to the mix is kind of breaking my brain right now. See if we can gain some traction with our encounters. Been streaming for 36 minutes, have 9 encounters done. Means we're at 4-minute encounters. Oh, we gained a subscriber back. Nice, nice. Feel like that's just going to continue to go up and down, left and right, center and backwards. Ooh, that's the first time I've seen a rash nature. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I don't know what they're called. I would just call them a shadow shundo. I think this morning I saw that I was up to 19,737 subscribers, but that number definitely keeps fluctuating and changing based on what I do and don't do. Try not to focus on the minutia of that too much, because it can really bog you down if you focus on just the sub count, because it's pretty depressing. But I mean, it's not what it's about. I do like to see the community grow, though. That's a big part of the feeling of success on the channel. The other part is the interactions we get to have with everybody along the way. The real journey is the friends you make along the way. Good old community quote. I've been catching Weedle pretty frequently in this game, but I don't have any presently. Myself, I'm trying to evolve a Yamask. In that game. Gotta beat like 6 more raids to evolve my Yamask into a Runegregious, whatever it's called. Galarian Yamask. Ooh, I almost screwed myself on that one. That would have sucked. Also, I noticed through watching myself through the streams, I have a problem with sitting up straight. Like, I'm usually, like, leaning off to the left or leaning off to the right. Are you on that Mega Evolution quest that you have to evolve a Beedrill? Because, like, evolving a Weedle was oddly specifics. Oop. Too many button presses. Pokemon odds should never be over 1,000. That's your controversial opinion? I mean, they were intended to be extremely rare. Like, I'm okay with the odds. It adds... Like, I feel like if the odds were 1 in every 1,000 were shiny, that it would be too easy. Because, like, when I do Masuda method hunting, it goes by so fast for me. Unless I'm shiny hunting a starter. In which case, it takes, like, 6 eternities. I maintain that starters have different shiny odds than the rest of the Pokemon. The data says otherwise, but my experience tells me that starters are 9 times harder than any other Pokemon to shiny hunt. No! I just gave myself a 7 to 10 minute reset because I was not supposed to save there. Shoot, dang. Shaman, what about Shaman? Shaman sucks. We don't talk about Shaman. But still, Shaman actually came pretty quickly, realistically. I think I have only a few hunts in which Pokemon were obtained over odds. If it's over odds, you'd give up. So for a true shiny hunter, there's something that goes in our brain that when we hit odds, you're locked in. Like, once you hit odds, there's no going back. You are getting that shiny. I don't know too many, if any at all, shiny hunters that hit full odds and be like, nope, I'm out. Taking too long. Moving on. Because the fact that you wasted enough time to go full odds and still didn't find it, the only way to make that not a waste of time is to waste more time doing it and succeed so that none of it's a waste. You have a product, you have a result. Because if you quit at full odds, then those encounters were wasted time. But if you go 4 times full odds and find it, then it was worth it. Well, it may not have been worth it, I should say, but it wasn't a waste of time. But to others who don't shiny hunt, it may be a waste of time to do even a few encounters, so to each their own. There's lots of Pokemon that are just people. I feel like Mr. Mime and Jinx are among those. Alright, welcome to the stream, guys. Scrolling through the YouTube Shorts platform, found a stream. We're shiny hunting Jirachi. I messed up my save corruption method, and so now I have to spend time playing through the game until I get the Pokedex so that I can do another shiny encounter. The Pokestar Studio enemies are technically Pokemon. Maybe. Alright, I found a Zorua on Go. Let's see if it's shiny. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in to the YouTube Shorts platform. Feel free to chat it up. Let us know what your favorite shiny Pokemon is, or your favorite Pokemon in general. Favorite legendary, favorite mythical, all that. We're down to conversate here. Get to know each other. I do not have a sub-restricted chat, so you should be able to chat it up just fine. But consider subscribing because it does help the channel out. We will be shiny hunting Jirachi for the next 6 eternities, I believe. We've already spent 1 eternity on it already. Just to get 656 encounters, we are at 51 hours and a half. So we'll be here for probably 51 more. And then some. We do a little shiny hunting. Normally these encounters will take 2 minutes to do. This one will in fact take 7 to 10 because I have to do the long reset. And the melodious singing in the background you hear is Baby Coin. He's trying to take a nap, but not succeeding. Probondo's favorite Pokemon is Rayquaza by far. We got 2 Rayquaza fans in the chat. Feel like Galactic said his favorite shiny was Rayquaza, which is a completely valid thing for Gen 3. We are playing Gen 3, so it checks out, honestly. Hate to say it, but the number that's in your head is around 3,375. It's a fair guess there, Casey. Fair guess. I'm personally feeling good in the 2000s. I feel like by the time we get to 2000, that's going to be enough encounters for the shiny luck to reward us. Because once we hit 2,000 encounters, that is like a minimum of like 4,000 minutes or something ridiculous like that. Like, that's a lot of time. You call 2763? Casey with a 2763? We'll see, we'll see. That feels like a good number. That feels like a good number. I'll take it. Yours is Tinkaton. I love the Tinkerbell looking profile picture. It also looks somewhat familiar. But welcome to the chat. I can't read your name, but welcome all the same. Galactic with 2763. Well, I'm gonna try to pronounce that name. Welcome, Drew. Thanks for the sub click. I'm gonna say Ji Jun. Or is it J? Is it G? Oh, Ji Jun? Okay. Taiwanese. I was gonna say it wasn't sounding exactly Japanese to me, so like I wasn't confident that the J's were gonna be pronounced the way they were supposed to in the vowels, but still a cool name. I do have a little bit more knowledge on Japanese pronunciations of things, but I know Taiwanese is definitely different. With traditional Mandarin characters, of course. Okay, I did level up. We're good to go. Welcome into the stream, everybody scrolling through their YouTube shorts. Hopefully you found your community here. We do a lot of shiny hunting. Love talking about Pokemon, all things anime. Not the most versed in anime, but pretty versed. But very versed in Pokemon and all of its shenanigans. We're shiny hunting Jirachi. If you love Jirachi, you're going to see a lot of it here on the channel. I have been off and on hunting this for over a year and a half at this point. Just because I can usually only do 2 hours at a time. Streaming, we try to do 4 on occasion, but it has taken quite a long time to grind through all these encounters. But recently we have been gaining steam. We've been getting a lot more encounters done a lot quicker, so super excited about that. Shiny is being elusive, but we have faith and confidence that we're actually going to get it at some point. I think we're going to get it. The only thing that will deter me from getting this shiny is if Pokemon Bank shuts down, because then it'll be worthless to have this shiny, and that would just be no fun. Let's see. You're going to offend lots of people by saying this. Gengar is easily one of the top 3 Mega Pokemon of all time. Zero offense taken there. There is no possible way to be offended. If it's not in your top 3, or at the very least your top 5 of Megas, there's something wrong. Because Gengar is the most legit. Like, nobody likes Mega Mewtwo, I feel like. I could be wrong, but, like, it really didn't hit that well. This is excluding Primal Kyogre and Groudon. They have Primal forms. Yeah, I mean, they're basically Mega forms, but they do get a category of their own because their Primal forms are more akin to the origin forms of Dialga and Palkia, so fair enough. Shiny G-Max Gengar as well as goated, absolutely. As much flack as Gengar catches for its default shiny skin. I liked the original shiny when it turned white in those games. Then it got a revamp. The OG was better. Waiting for Legend ZA and the return of Mega Evolution, as are we all. And we are ready for the conception of Flygon being a Mega finally. Like, they did him so dirty. Also, I humbly submit that we should have a Mega Shedinja. I think that came up in stream as a joke one time, but like seriously, how hard would Mega Shedinja hit? Wookie Spooky, welcome! Happy Easter to you as well. Bookie Spooky is one of the many hype people for the stream. Yeah, Armored Mewtwo is way cooler. I concur. Legendaries shouldn't have Megas or Primals. Interesting take. Let's see where that's going. Legendaries are already some of the strongest Pokemon. They do not need to be stronger, but they need to be gimmicky, apparently. I don't know. I don't get it. I think they're doing fine just how they are. I have not been able to get shiny Shadow Mewtwo. No. I did about 4 Mewtwo raids with no luck. Oh, Galactic! That is a great gimmick. I love that. Mega Shedinja would get immunity to weather, and its ability would change its weakness every round. That's cool. I don't know if you guys have managed to read Levin Thumps, that series, because, you know, it is a little bit older of a series. I think it was dying down in popularity when I was a senior in high school, but it was definitely a teen reader. There's Levin Thumps and the Eyes of the Want. The Want is like this master of the land of Fu. And the only way to kill this master of the land is to hit a spot on his body that is random. Like, he has one weakness. It's this one spot. Only way to kill him. It changes location upon his will, and only he knows where its location is at. So in order to kill them, you just have to get lucky and hit it, or he has to voluntarily let it get hit. Super cool theme, super cool idea. That's kind of what that Shedinja gimmick reminds me of. Couldn't even participate. That's unfortunately. Ninjask is unironically your favorite bug. Speed boost baton pass. Yeah, that's a great strat. Ninjask would be one of my favorite bugs if it didn't get flying type, personally. I mean, it is pretty high up there. I think it's got flying type. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's bug flying. Ninjask would be my favorite bug, but Scolipede exists. Heracross is goated. Heracross is pretty dope, not gonna lie. Flygon is your favorite bug. He's all of our favorite bugs. You took your advice and spoofed to New York to do Mewtwo raids. The spoofing strat also helped you get a Shadow Groudon and Ditto for your challenge. Epic. Yeah. It's amazing what having population will do for your Pokemon Go game. I'm currently trolling around through New York City right now as we speak. I am looking for a Zorua, couple of them. I'm trying to get a shiny Zorua. So I have my spoofing program running in the background doing that for me. Don't know how to spoof locations and don't think you should. It's against the TOS. Indeed. So is half the stuff I do on this channel, quite honestly. Not even gonna sugarcoat that. My channel is kind of built around violating Nintendo's TOS. Oh. You teleported too close to your coordinates. Is it safe to delete the spoof version and download the normal Pokemon now? What spoof version? What? Jomith, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Glad to have you chatting in. How are you today? Violating the TOS is always the most fun you can have on a game. I mean, really though. Facts. You have a spoofable version of Pokemon Go? Wookie, I have no idea what that is. What I have Pokemon Go, and that's it. I have a program on my computer called Any2 that lets me spoof the location. And you just have to turn your phone off and on again to get back to normal. I don't know about any spoofable version of Go. That sounds really sketch, not gonna lie, Wookie. Your brother runs the spoofed version of Go sometimes? I've never heard of it. It could be a completely legit thing, I don't know. Welcome, Stormrun Gaming. Welcome. Like it's real Pokemon Go, but it has buttons to teleport and stuff. Oh! It's like, I know there's a program for that. I'm wondering if you're just using the program instead of the Go, and it's just an overlay. Oh, gotcha. Okay, Wookie. It's kind of like a mod to the game that lets you control the game itself. That would make more sense. I'm trying to figure out if I saved twice or not. I'm pretty sure I didn't. We're gonna go ahead and save again just to make sure. Yeah, you only have to wait 2 hours for real world travel time. Absolutely. Uses it to walk around his town though because he's lazy. That's funny. Speaking of which, I think my Pokemon Go stopped going. Nope, it didn't. We're still going. Teleported to somewhere very close to your house. Can't guarantee if it's exact though, so would it be safe to delete and download the real one? Yeah, it should be. You took the real Pokemon Go off your phone to do that though? I'm just confused. You live in the country, so when you did play Pogo, spoofing was the only way. You would just go to New York and walk around the park. Hundreds of stops. Yeah. That's actually where I'm walking around at right now. I am walking around Central Park. It's what you have to do. Delete it and download the thing on the site. It gives you Pokemon Go, but you can spoof. Uh-oh, save file is corrupted. Dang straight it's corrupted. It's supposed to be corrupted. Why are you loading? What's going on, game? What are you doing? You're doing what you're not supposed to do, that's for sure. Alright, save number 1. Water towers are your only stops. Oof. Oof. By rural Texas, Casey, I hope you don't mean Big Spring or Sweetwater. For your sake. You've been making your Atlantis game in Fortnite X Unreal? Oh, Fortnite Creative, basically. Lots of assets, so you don't gotta make them. Great to be able to reuse code. That's awesome. Yeah, you don't need a creator code to do a lot of things with using engines. That's because like the engine companies want you to use their engine to make games, because in order to publish said game, you have to pay them for the licensing for the use of the engine. So it's in their best interest to allow people to create on it for free, because they get licensing deals or something to that effect when the game is published. At least in a lot of cases. Unreal may be somewhat different, but on what I understand, that's generally how they tend to operate. I think... Oh, what's it called? One of the exceptions to that rule is source filmmaker, or whatever the crap that engine's called. Gary's mod. I think that one, they don't care. Gary, Texas. That name does sound familiar, not gonna lie. Everything stopped spawning except a single ghastly, and raids kept not working. Yeah, that... I've never used a cracked version of Go Wookiee, so I have no experience with that one. I run the program straight on my computer. If a friend is already running UEFN, anyone can join if you're on their friends list, so you can build together. Oh, right on. Shiny Pokemon Hunter found 2 shiny Dittos. Epic. Congrats on that. I am going to go to live mode here and see if I saved the correct number of towns. About an hour south of Tyler, Texas. Okay. Lived in Carthage. The closest town you'd probably know is like Tyler, Longview, or Nakadoshis. What even is that last name? Nakadoshis? Nakadoshes? Nakagdoshes? Funny town names. Gotta love them. Pronounced Knack. Nacogdoches? Oh. Well then. Two Texans, okay. Just shorten it to Knack. Fair enough. I can understand why. That's a mouthful. Ooh, I found a Zoroark. Let's see if it's gonna be shiny while I'm waiting for this. Nope. No shiny Zoroark. Allegedly, it can be shiny. Oh, I never updated my time. I should do that. You're in a relatively empty town. The only cool thing about it is George Lucas has a history here. Very nice. You live on Tatooine? Used to have a tech job and you would have to drive all over Texas in a single day. Houston to Dallas to Austin. Big Texas triangle. Yeah, that's a drive. Texas towns are not like East Coast towns or West Coast towns. But Idaho has a similar issue. 30 minutes to the next town in any direction, really. Another East Texan person in this pool of people. It's an epidemic, really. Takes an hour to get from one side of Houston to the other because of traffic. I believe it. I don't like the drive from Lubbock to Midland. That is terrible. Like 4 hours between towns in West Texas. But it's, yeah, that's spending an hour to cross one town because of traffic. Just, I don't think I could handle it. Montgomery, welcome. It's been a long time. Happy Bunny Day to you as well. Hopefully lots of chocolate and peeps have been had by all. Shiny Pokemon Hunter just got a shiny Applin. Nice. Love to hear it. Love to hear the shinies coming in. Now, if you could just make this Jirachi come in, that would be lovely. From an egg. Okay. I mean, that's still pretty cool. Happy Easter. Hatching eggs, hatching shinies. You know, that's what Easter's for. Get that shiny egg luck. If you can't go out and hunt actual candy-filled eggs, you might as well hunt Pokemon-filled eggs. Am I right? Am I doing an April Fool's stream? I don't think I intend to, but I actually might stream tomorrow when I get home. We'll see if I can borrow my niece's babysitting services to facilitate that. I don't have a lot of homework I need to work on this upcoming week, I don't think. At least I don't as of yet. So Tuesday's one of my days off. I think it's pretty likely that I could get up to some 5 to 9 streaming, 5 to 8 at least. Get a 3-hour stream in, and then do my regular midnight to 2 in the morning stream. I think that's definitely possible. For April Fools, I should play a cheap ripoff of Pokemon and act like it's real. Not a bad idea, honestly. Just play a ROM knockoff, play Pixelmon. You might do a Hisui and Sneeza Masuda hunt. Fully on board and supportive of that. Definitely encourage the Hisui and Sneasel hunt. Your wife had plastic eggs with candy all over the house when you woke up this morning. She's cool. Sounds like it. Sounds like it. We are lame. I didn't deck out the house in Easter eggs this year, but next year, really excited to. Given that Baby Coin's like 16 months old right now, doesn't really have a strong concept of Easter, so getting him to look for something specific just didn't sound like it would be that fun for anybody, really. Much less him. So he did not participate in Easter egg hunting or egg coloring, but he did get some candies and so many toys for Easter. We used part of our tax return to get him a remote control Power Wheels Jeep. So that's going to be really fun to drive him around in the summer, just let him have some fun. My brother got my nephew one, absolutely loved it, had a blast with it. But so we got my kid a little Power Wheels. It was like $400, very expensive. He got a tricycle. So I don't think we'll be going as big in years in the future, just because we'll already have a lot of these big ticket items. But since he's the firstborn, he kind of gets spoiled. He gets to have everything first, and it's kind of sad because the second one isn't going to get to experience that much, at least not new, but it'll be different things. It's like, hey, yeah, you get to use your brother's hand-me-down stuffs. Here's something new for just you. Like, we didn't get it just for him. We knew that you were coming, so it has 2 seats. They can drive each other crazy. Probando, Shiny Hunt Arceus. I definitely need to do that hunt. I'm currently hunting Giratina on that game, on BDSP. I will not be returning to shiny hunting anything on the Switch until after I secure the 5 Pokemon I am after on Generation 7 and below, because those are my top priority right now. I have to get Jirachi, I have to get Manaphy, I have to get Poipole, I have to get a second Poipole, maybe a Savali. That one's kind of up in the air. There's other ways to get that one, but and then a Gato Celebi. That is my priority list in that exact order. Because we don't know if Pokemon Bank is going to shut down. We don't know when Pokemon Bank may shut down. We just know that it is possible. So I definitely want to get my shiny legendaries and mythicals out of the way on the platforms that I need to get them on before they go away forever. As it were, we are running out of time. And I don't want to do that. I want my shiny hunting collection to be complete. Or completable, at the very least. Because there is no way that somebody is going to sub and dislike. We just don't allow that. Although they could have, you know, unsubbed and disliked. That's an option, but we don't like those people's opinions. Those opinions don't count for anything. Welcome in, JJ. Welcome in. How are you doing? I feel like I just checked this one and I just... Yeah, Sassy, I just checked that one. Got a little sidetracked reading comments. It's okay. It's okay. Oh gosh, dang it, that's a 10-minute reset. I hesitated on the reset button. Dang it! I hate it when that happens. Alright guys, we are in it for a 10-minute encounter. Maybe 7 if I can focus. I doubt it. Wookie Spooky's wife is non-existent. Dang. That just hits different. You can give you the unfinished Pokemon Coliseum for an April Fool's joke. Oh my gosh, that would be epic. Especially if I could get it to run in time. Just start playing it until it like breaks down and runs out of stuff to do. That would be awesome. It's about 3 hours of content. Okay, okay. Basically get to Pyrite Town. Probably start the dating life when you're around 20. Yeah. If I knew now, like if I knew then what I know now, I definitely would have been more focused between 18 and 25 on just buckling down and saving everything I possibly could. You know, that's a time period where in most cases people still are able to live with their parents harmoniously. If I could do it over again, I would definitely buckle down and save everything I could, just to make sure that I had a better 30s. Because, like, yeah, I mean, dating's fun, but I would have much rather had a giant net in my back pocket than going out and having fun. Because now I'm in a time where I would love to go have fun with my family, but I can't as much because the funds just aren't there. Like, it's taken what we got to survive. Like, we're saving, of course, but we're not saving for a house as fast as I would have liked. 18 to 25 would have been the perfect time frame to get that done. Living with my parents, could have stashed away easily 20 grand a year. Would have been great. Oh, I need to go talk to May. Getting behind on the chats a little bit. Those remote control cars that drive kids are a huge hit, absolutely. And it's like you don't have to follow alongside them because you're controlling where they're going. Anyone who dislikes the stream is in the same boat as Lord Frieza. I agree. L in the chat for Lord Frieza. Still to this day. We're spiking in views again. Epic. I think we can get to 20 likes. We got an hour left in the stream, hopefully. G June says, playing video games is fun, but try to keep some time to work out. Yes. Absolutely. Do that workout. And having good friends is definitely more beneficial than having in-game content in general. Yeah. Not a lot of people realize, like, the full impact of getting married. Like, and it took my wife a good amount of time to fully adjust to, like, what it meant. Like, your family is always going to be your family. Like, your parents, they're your family, they're your go-to. They're always going to be there. I don't mean any disrespect by saying that, but your family will always be your family, right? However, when you get married and have kids, that is your family. Your parents are still family, but the other people are your family. Sounds like I'm saying the same thing, but I'm not. Like, you don't spend as much time with your parents anymore. You got your other things that you're taking care of, that need your time and attention. Probando, I hope I get to Jirachi soon too, because we are actually at 52 hours officially. We're actually at 52 and a half, because I kept forgetting to make this one easy change here. There we go. We're at 52 hours on this hunt. We just need one more like on the video to reach the goal of 20. Smash that like button, guys. I know there's 32 people in the viewership right now. Obviously, everybody hasn't liked the video. And maybe not everybody should, because it may not be for everybody, but at least somebody, I'm sure, this content is for. I say it's rated E for everyone, but that's just me. Koraidon Nation, welcome to the chat. No, but we do got 23 votes on the poll, so that's pretty cool. We are currently sitting at the same subscribers that we were at when the stream started. It's been a wild ride. Like, it's gone up and down like 7 times by this point, so pretty interesting. We try to keep it real with our ESBR rating, our herbs rating. Indeed. Yeah. The channel is rated E for everyone. It is family friendly. It is kid friendly, despite not allowing my videos to be rated just for kids, because that's not beneficial to everybody. Yeah, rated E for everyone. I almost went in swinging to this Zigzagoon battle, but then I realized I don't want to take a hit before I get to May. That's counterproductive. To those that are just joining the chat, that are joining the stream through the YouTube Shorts, welcome on in. We are shiny hunting Jirachi. We're on a 10-minute encounter because I messed up the save corruption method. So we have to start a new game, play to the point where we get the Pokedex. We're able to get a Jirachi from the bonus disc, and then we're able to see if it's shiny. The whole process takes a minimum of 7 minutes start to finish, but usually takes me right around 10 minutes. Subsequent checks take about 2 minutes per encounter. That is using the save corruption method. I'll show you guys how to do that in a few moments, but it definitely cuts down our 10-minute encounters down to 2, increasing our shiny hunting speed by 5. All in all, it's a pretty good hunt, pretty long hunt. As you can see, we only have 668 encounters at 52 hours. Definitely drags on. I've been at this since 2022, almost 2 years. In July, it will be 2 years. Granted, I've only been able to hunt for an hour or 2 hours at a time. These last few days, I've definitely been able to crank it up. Get 4 to 6 hours a week hunting this Jirachi, sometimes 8 if I'm lucky. So we're definitely cooking. We're increasing the amount of encounters more rapidly than we have been. If you enjoy shiny hunting, enjoy chatting about Pokemon, and enjoy Jirachi, smash that subscribe button, stick around, be notified when we're live. We like to chat with people, we like to hang out. Makes streaming this a lot easier. Makes shiny hunting this tremendously easier, having people to talk to. You might have found your community. We like shiny hunting here. And the content is going to be really stupid consistent for the next foreseeable future, because we got Jirachi and then we are going to have Manaphy. So, starting off the encounters, we just saved. So we have a save file empty of no Jirachi. I'm going to check on my bonus disc that is ran by my Wii here. And it is not quite ready. Alright, so to do this, you need a Game Boy Advance, you need that cable, and you need a GameCube. Right now, I am using a GameCube with a Game Boy player adapter as my Game Boy Advance. I have Pokemon Sapphire in the GameCube Game Boy player, and I have that cable hooked up to my Nintendo Wii. The Wii is running a Jirachi bonus disc, so that's how we're able to do this hunt. So I am going to reset now. That is going to trigger the bonus disc to send over the Jirachi. I'm going to switch back to my game, my Sapphire game. Once that comes up, we are good to reset. At least I think that was the right timing. And now we are going to have 2. So we do have a Jirachi in our party. We're going to check if it's shiny or not. It is not. So we are going to save, reset. And here is where the corruption comes in. We are going to clear the save data, but the second we hit yes, we are going to hit the reset button. That is going to start the clearing data process. It's going to delete the main save file, but it doesn't have time to delete the backup save file. Every cartridge of Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald have a main and a backup save file. Alright, so save file is now corrupt. We are loading the original save file, the backup, which I only have 1 Pokemon on. So we're going to save once. Clintonomus, welcome. Thanks for the sub. We're going to save the game 1 time. This first time, we are making the old backup the backup again. This save becomes the main. We're saving a second time. This is making the new main that I created just a second ago, the backup, and creating a new main save file. So what we're going to do is we are going to go back to the Wii and load up the bonus disc again. Takes a little bit of time. Usually when I'm not focused on explaining the process to people, I am doing this simultaneously, just pressing the A button to get to the point where we can do this effectively. So it does increase the time that we're able to spend actually hunting. So it's just giving you the instructions there on how to get it into your copy of the game. And now we are good to reset, so I'm going to do so. And we don't have to wait for the full animation to complete. I got that watching The Bald Gamer. So right here, we are able to reset this GameCube and move on. Have I ever played Terraria? Yes, I have. Used to play Minecraft a ton back in the day, and Terraria kind of felt like it had its better aspects, but it also felt like it had its knockoff aspects. I didn't spend a lot of time playing Terraria. I do own it, but I prefer Minecraft. And that's just keeping it real. Try to contain your foul language here, KC. That's funny. I do too. My channel may be kid-friendly and family-friendly, but I not always am. Sometimes I'm just not the best person. Sometimes I like to curse and swear. But for the channel, we keep it PG. Well, maybe PG-13, depending on the topic. Jirachi is the cutest Pokemon. Marshadow close second. Honestly, yes. They both have their advantages. I frequently have them tied in my mind. I bounce back and forth between which one's actually my favorite. Jirachi's got the nostalgia locked down. But Marshadow, I love everything about Marshadow. I just think it's great. Some little wookie spooky lore. Your profile picture was drawn by your first and only girlfriend you've had when you were in 3rd grade. Honestly, for 3rd grade, that's a pretty good drawing, not gonna lie. Kudos to your old girlfriend on that one. Great job. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get to 700 encounters today. If we're extremely lucky, we'll find a shiny today and not have to deal with this much longer. And honestly, it would be my goal to have this stream, this shiny, be found within the next 4 days. I am really hoping my 3DS with the capture card returns to me safely in the next 3 days, next 4 days. And it would just be super great timing if I got the shiny Jirachi right then, so that I could move instantly into shiny hunting Manaphy on stream. Which may actually take a little bit longer. We don't know. Yeah, she's very good at drawing on devices and animating, and you're good at drawing on paper? Well, from what I've seen, definitely keep at it, because for being young and drawing that back in 3rd grade, like, I guess I should ask, did she draw that in 3rd grade, or did she draw that recently, but she's your girlfriend from 3rd grade? I should clarify that, because, like, if she was able to do that in 3rd grade, like, what she can do now is probably going to be, like, 20 times better. Not that that one was bad in any way. That one's just, like, if that was done by a 3rd grader, holy cow, got a bright future with that. Wow, yeah. Keep at that, because I think that shows some promise. As indicated by my thumbnails, I am not any sort of graphical artist. I am pretty terrible. Most of my stuff for my channel was requested through Fiverr. And they've done some really great stuff for me. My thumbnails for my giveaways definitely need some professional work. Nope, 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 nope. Woo, almost screwed that up. That was almost a mistake. A mistakey mistake. Sorry that your fan art wasn't great. You're not good at drawing on devices. But you draw on paper. One time, like in 5th grade, someone thought you printed a picture of the Mandalorian. Or of a mandolin because you drew. Yeah, that's pretty great. That's... To have a drawing mistaken for a picture? That's pretty awesome. But, I mean, that fan art wasn't even bad. It was pretty good. Did I save once or twice? Let's ask the panel of judges. Survey says... it was the Mandalorian. Okay. Okay, I'm going to say I did not save twice because I stood there for a good amount of time. I don't yet know why saving 3 times messes it up, but it seems to mess it up. While that's doing it, I'm going to grab a cookie, because I can. Bagon Community Day, indeed, gonna go crazy. I think it'll be a good time. I know I'm definitely gonna participate in it. I love Bagon, and I love its shiny. And initially my plan with Community Days, like I personally don't like Pokemon Go Pokemon in my home account. Like, apparently there's a lot of people that are like, oh, Pokemon Go is just too easy. But I am thinking, in the effort of a shiny living dex, I am going to allow them to exist in my home account for completion's sake. And then, when I get around to actually hunting them for real, I'm going to start filtering out the undesirable Pokemon. You know, get them as quickly as possible, whatever way necessary, and then quality control after the fact. I think that'll be fun. Anyone else AFK train on other games while watching these streams? Just curious. Wookie Spooky chills on the bed. Types in the chat. We just need a community of shiny hunters to just hang out and grind their shiny hunt while watching. That makes sense. I've always told myself that if all of the Pokemon become available on the Switch in some capacity, I am offloading every single one of my Pokemon from Pokemon Home. And just gonna have the games exist on my Switch. I personally disagree with Pokemon Home. I think that what they did was very dirty and underhanded to consumers. Here, send all of your Pokemon through bank to Pokemon Home. Now we're going to charge you to keep them there, and we're not going to give you a way to remove them. I think that's the biggest sack of crap, underhanded tactic that Niantic and Pokemon could have ever done. Like, they presented it very much as a way to get your Pokemon to the current games, as well as a storage device, but to get them to the current games. And then they stopped facilitating the national deck, so you couldn't offload them all into one game. So I am very eager for Legends ZA to come out to see if we get the monkeys, and I want a black and white to come out so that I can have all the Pokemon in the same generation again. I think it's a bunch of garbage that they're like, oh yeah, put these in here, move them and transport them to the next generation of games. By the way, initially 90% of them aren't going to be available. Then we're going to drop it to 50, then we're going to drop it to 20, then we're going to drop it to 10, then we're going to drop it to 2. And here we have the Switch, like 7, 8 years old at this point. 7. And we still don't have a way to remove all of our Pokemon from Pokemon Home. So we have to continue to pay for it. Yeah. Legends Arceus as a open world, access through a central hub. By the way, you have to progress through a story to unlock ways of traveling through the open world. That having been said, Legends Arceus is a phenomenal game, and it was a stepping stone towards a open world, truly. It's an open level game. Yes, absolutely. It does irk me slightly that we are unable to traverse the landscapes of the biomes, even post-game. Like, I feel like at least post-game, that should have been an option. It's not something I'm salty about by any means, but I feel like it should have been an option. It's like, okay, you beat the game, you're strong enough to travel the entire region, you can find legendaries. You can fly over this mountain range to the next biome. You don't have to fast travel. I still have a mission to 100% complete that dex. Like, fill in all of the research tasks. That's what I was doing prior to Scarlet and Violet coming out. Oh, gosh dang it. Oh. No, I meant to do that. Here, here. Yeah, Legends Arceus had a pretty good vibe to it. It felt like they did put a lot of care into that game. Wookie Spooky, you are not. In order to get the flute, you don't have to have Arceus on your game. Your game searches your Switch for a save file of Legends Arceus. So as long as there is a complete save file that you have Legends Arceus, and it doesn't even look to see if you have Arceus in the PLA save file. It looks to see if you've completed catching Arceus in the save file. And there's I think there's a different flag for it. I could be mistaken on that though, but I'm pretty sure you have to have beaten Volo and Arceus to get that flag ticked, not just capture him. Okay, I feel like I already checked this Jirachi, but I'm going to do so again. Because you never know what's going to happen there. Is the gray Magearna legal? Absolutely it is, and it is still obtainable via QR code on the 3DS. Yeah, Magearna is one of the legendary / mythical Pokemon that they made permanently available. I think it was actually like the first one that was made permanently and easily available. Technically, Jirachi was the first. How many times did I save? We're just gonna wind it back. All right, we'll see you when you get back, Wookie. Also, Goldenrod City is a bop. On my future quest to play through the Pokemon games and complete the decks for a Let's Play, I think despite Ruby and Sapphire being my favorite, I am most excited to play through Gold and Silver. Let's see if I did in fact save correctly, because I feel like I may not have, even though I did double check. It is now the moment of truth. Ooh, I did save the correct amount of times. I love it. pretty sure Black Magirna is illegal. Yes, Black Magirna is in fact illegal. Wiz, welcome. Thanks for chatting. How are you today? Or maybe it's Wiz. Hey, thank you. Thank you. We like the plushies. I've been thinking about adding more to the collection here. I'm kind of looking to get the Sleeping Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle plushies. But I don't exactly have much place to put them presently because they're so big. It's gonna feel so relieving when this hunt gets to 1,000, I feel like. It's like finally make it into the quadruple digits. I think it's gonna be a game changer. It's just taken so long to get to 1,000 on this. Since you didn't get Shiny Shadow Mewtwo, you're just building one to be a PvP monster. There you go. Yeah, so far I've went up by 2 subs this stream. 1 more sub and we have a new channel all-time high. Oops. Hopefully many more come. Yes, many more to come. Indeed. We did hit the like goal, which means we need a new like goal. And for some reason, my scrolly wheel doesn't want to work. Tar, welcome. How are you today? Oh, that's why it's not working. How interesting. Okay, that's working. It's not letting me see the current like goal, so that's unfortunate. Okay. I feel like I've already checked this one. In fact, I am confident I have, but I'm still going to check it again because I hesitated. You've been blessed by the shiny gods today, and you will too, or I will, 100%. I'm here for it, Tar. I sincerely hope you're right, because as much as this Jirachi is fun to hunt, I would much rather obtain it sooner rather than later, so I can move on to the other 5 immediate things that I would like to get done here on the channel. Because we have a busy schedule ahead of things that I want to achieve and get done. So the faster I can bust through these shinies, the better. And that's not to say that I want them to be done forever, because if time permits, like I would totally be down to shiny hunt this again, where it's less urgent. Something about that just didn't seem right, so I'm gonna save one more time. I don't think that was quite ready for the bonus disc to have been reset. Yeah, we weren't quite ready. So that was my 4th save. Let's hope I didn't mess things up too bad. There is a way to RNG manipulate Jirachi, but for me, figuring out how to RNG manipulate Emerald, which had the same shiny seed every single time, was hard enough. I don't want to mess with really trying to figure out how to RNG manipulate this Jirachi. I may look into it tonight when the stream's over, but it just seems so absurdly difficult to try to learn how to RNG manipulate this that it's like, it may be better for me to just do this manually. Like, I know you need to have your secret ID and your TID, and you can figure out how to do it, but, like, I just don't know how you do it with it changing every time. I mean, evidently, the seed's got to be changing predictably in order for RNG hunting to work. And shoot, maybe it may be worth looking into that at a later date. At least as far as streaming. Like, if I hit full odds, yeah, I'm absolutely going to consider doing it for the sake of the hunt. But right now, I am pretty content to do this for the duration of full odds. Once it hits full odds, we don't know. We may look to RNG manipulate at full odds just because this hunt takes so long, even with glitches. You're gonna lurk a little bit? Well, thank you, Wiss. Thank you a lot. It all helps the stream boost in bolster. All right, I can officially see that like goal was hit. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna look at a new like goal while that is saving. We'll do a like goal of 30. Get that going on. Do see that we had a huge uptick in concurrent viewers. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for stopping on by as you scroll through your YouTube Shorts section. Consider subscribing to the channel. It would definitely help me out. We do a lot of fun things with Pokemon related content, and if, hey, this was recommended to you as you're scrolling through, you must have had some experience with Pokemon, at least in the past. Consider dropping by, becoming a part of the community, and sticking around as we go through this epically long shiny hunt. We will be shiny hunting Jirachi for the next foreseeable future. At now 53 hours of shiny hunting this little star boy. Oh, that is not a 3. That's a 3. They look the same, right? Yes, if you could help like the stream, let YouTube know it's awesome, so they spread it around to other Pokemon fans that could have the happenstance to see the stream. Would be greatly appreciated. Hey, Wookie Spooky, welcome. Wookie Spooky is lurking too now. Replace pinned. There we go. Oh, come on. Let's corrupt the save. There we go. Boom. You don't know me. I'm old Greg. Welcome. How are you doing? Always love having a good old Greg reference in the chat. King Kai, welcome. Love the PFP. Best of luck on shiny hunting Score Bunny. That one I hatched 9,000 eggs trying to obtain. And I am not exaggerating or joking. 9 freaking thousand eggs of Score Bunny were hatched by me at one point in the past. Not a fun hunt for me. Oh. I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Can't complain, you don't know me. Kiddo is napping. The stream will remain going as long as he continues to be napping. He did take a good amount of time to fall asleep, so we may have another 30 minutes left on the stream. Maybe an hour left on the stream, depending on how content he is to, you know, just vibe and chill. And he does do that quite frequently. And we did just hit an all-time subscriber record here on the channel. We are 19,738. That is the highest it has ever been. Obviously, I'm not going to announce that every time we do that. But earlier today, it was at 7. Then it dropped down to like 33. And now it's back up to 8. So it's worth mentioning, I think. Darion, welcome. Hopefully I pronounced that vaguely right. It's either Darren or Darion. Maybe. Maybe I'm wrong on both accounts. I could be wrong. Name pronunciation is not my strong suit, but I try. Hey, you don't know me. Just subscribe. Thanks so much. I feel like I already checked this one. Guess I accidentally loaded back into it. You don't know me. Do you know if they're still making old Greg references? Like, or I guess, content? Are they still making old Greg content? I feel like I might have... This save corrupt is giving me one heck of a time. There we go, I did save corrupt. Sweet. Your name is not inspired by old Greg. Okay. A little disappointing, but we'll take it. You're here. Like, that's what counts. I feel like old Greg was a great part of my teenage years, so definitely a fan. Early YouTube hit different. Oh, you didn't put it together until I said something. Early YouTube was so freaking awesome. Oh, good old introduction of game theory. We had old Greg. We had young Markiplier and Pewds. Like, it just hit different. Nature Walk. I'm sure nobody remembers Nature Walk. Do you suppose Professor Birch gets a lot of work done standing in that spot all day, every day? Because, like, he's obviously able to keep his lab open, but, like, he never leaves that spot after the events of the game. Except for to go and to be like, hey, you're in the Elite Four now. Congratulations. Maybe if I do this long enough, I'll catch up with That Bald Gamer's encounter count for this Jirachi. I think he was at like 1,400 last time I checked. Cough drop, he's the Flash? Who's the Flash? You the Flash? I don't think I'm the Flash. I'm not very fast at all. But welcome to the stream, Cough Drop. Thanks for chatting in. How are you today? You got your dream thing on this game while you wasn't looking? What's your dream thing? What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get? Oh, Professor Oak. Professor Oak's the Flash. I mean, he does get around. I still think that Professor Oak should have been the final champion. The skip runner on a game about One Piece is 0.0 or 0.1% and it's OP. Okay. The skip rubber. Yeah, Professor Oak needed to be the final boss. Become so knowledgeable about Pokemon, you beat the Pokemon professor. Alright. It does sound like the stream is just about over. Baby Coin is stirring. He's not upset yet, but there's a good chance that he's going to become quickly agitated in there. We'll see if he kind of just stirring and goes back to sleep. It's possible. We'll play it by ear, but there's a very good chance the stream is going to end soon. You've gotten a 0.01% thing on that game in 10 tries. Gotta love games that use insane odds to give you rewards. But those odds are better than shiny hunting, though. Well, judging by those sounds, he is awake. But I really want to end at 700, so we're gonna see what we can get done. I'll go get him and see if he'll chill on my lap while he's still waking up. He does sometimes do that. So, I'll be right back. Oh, wakey indeed. You got some serious bedhead going on. Just 9 encounters is all we need to get done. And if he's content, great. What a distinguished gentleman. Generally, he's pretty well mannered. Pretty happy. Aren't you? He used to, you know, up till 8 months, he used to just chill and vibe, let me hold him. I could stream anytime I wanted to, and he was content to just sit in my lap and let me do so. Now he wants to play. There's buttons, and he wants to press them. So, Just Luke's. This is in Pokemon Sapphire, played via the GameCube, Game Boy Advance player. And the Jirachi bonus disc is being facilitated by my Wii. So, just for kicks and giggles here, let's get the webcam up. The second one. Hey, can you not with that, bud? Oh, where is the second webcam? Oh, come on, webcam. Where are you at? Oh, am I not letting you play? Say, shame on you, Dad. You're not letting me play. Well, for whatever reason, I can't find my crappy webcam anymore. Webcam crappy. There we go. Right there. So that is my baby. But here's the GameCube. We got the Game Boy Advance game Sapphire in there. Running that back. And that's how we're doing the hunt. Get rid of that. Oh, I feel like these next 9 counters are going to be kind of long. Can you wave? Can you say hi? Yeah. Hi. You're waving down low, but you gonna wave to the baby? He is pretty cute most of the time. Right now he's kind of a little bit more on the crabby side because I won't let him have my phone. Oh, well. That's a 10-minute encounter because we just missed the reset click, and he's not going to let me continue, so we're going to go ahead and end the stream, and I'll tend to him, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow.